Good evening. The time is now 6 o'clock, and I'm going to call the August 25th, 2025 Oak Park Board of Education regular meeting to order. Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Clark. Here. Copeland. Elvin.
Here.
Madison.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Perryman Tanks.
Here.
And Tyler.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum. We'll go to item number 2, which is approval of the agenda. Are there any changes on the agenda from anyone? I do have one to add to item 6L, and I would like to add item 6L, and that item will be named restructuring of board officers. Any other additions or changes to the agenda? Without objection, we'll approve a motion to accept the agenda by unanimous consent as amended. Is there any objection to doing so? Okay, hearing none, the agenda is hereby approved. We'll go to item 3, consent agenda. We have 3 items on that. Approval of minutes, personnel action report, financial statements. Are there any questions on the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none, without objection, we'll pass a motion to approve the consent agenda by unanimous consent. Is there an objection to doing so? Hearing none, the consent agenda is hereby approved. We'll go to item number 4, which is report. Oh, I'm sorry, is that where you wanted to? You want to come back?
No, it's perfect. I can do it in the
Item
report.
4, reports, and that's Superintendent Abdullah.
Thank you very much, President Alvin. So I know we do things a little bit differently, and in one motion they hire everyone, but I do want to elevate and turn your attention to our new Lessinger director who's sitting, Simone Berry. The team has recommended that, and the board has approved that Simone Berry be the new Lessinger Early Childhood Center director. So congratulations, Simone. And in case you don't know, she's a Delta. Right, based on her. I'll get that out of the way. And what really impressed me when I was interviewing and just getting to know Simone is her passion to serve. And one thing that really stood out for me was her home visits that she was paying. And she was talking about their tie-dye parties, how she was getting with parents. Remember that? She was getting with parents. And just having what we, at the heart of everything, is capturing kids' hearts. And that stood out to me. And that's very rare. Out of the 80 applicants that we had, very few stood out. And above that, even stood out and refined even more with their action in what they do. So I know Simone's going to take Lessinger to a whole nother level. And I want to be the first, again, at the board meeting to welcome you. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next, I have one more thing. Now, I'm not a big kind of flower kind of guy, but my whole goal is to make somebody cry today. So I'm going to come up here, and my whole goal today was I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her. So you're in the midst of greatness, and either you know it or you don't know it, but Miss Desiree Fuller has been awarded High School English Teacher of the Year by the Michigan Council. So I can't be my own camera person, so
Congratulations.
but I learned how to do selfies, so can we do it?
Right.
You know,
Want to hold that?
congratulations.
Oh, I got some more to say.
Android camera that's capable.
No, we're good on that. So sit right here. So I'll say something personal, and then I'll say a little bit more formal. So I got to meet Desiree 3 years ago, and kind of made my way through the high school, and there was this one teacher that had, I don't know if you remember this, she had her kids lined up, and they were following her. I said, wait, they're just following you around like ducklings. I don't know if you remember that conversation. Mother duck, you know, she's walking, and here comes all the ducklings following her around. And I said, oh, okay, I gotta get to know her. So I just went into her class and sat there. And just over time and over collaboration, she has just stood time, and she has surpassed every challenge and obstacle that we have thrown her way. Whether it's, hey, we're a little bit behind with the senior stuff, can you hop in? She jumped in. From last year's seniors that she really elevated and set the bar high with Rooster Tail there. That was, I said, we did that? Wow. So really it was her. So let me just talk about her accomplishments. Which one was that?
You need her to talk about her own accomplishments.
No, I wrote it down, but
I have to help him with that. With the technology.
Technologically challenged?
as you know, old school here, you know, we're still notebooks. Now, some of us are still. So, she knew she wanted, I did ask her to tell me a little bit about what drove you, right? What motivated you. So, she knew she wanted to be a teacher as early as 11 years old, often dressing like her mother, who was also an educator, when she was sent to school. Raised partially in Buffalo, New York, and later in Detroit, she experienced firsthand the challenges of poverty and the life-changing power of great teachers. In 10th grade, her English teacher, Miss White, helped her discover her love for reading, writing, and storytelling, and most importantly, her own voice. That encouragement sparked a passion for mentoring and tutoring others, and it solidified Miss Fuller's calling to teach. Today, Desiree is a highly respected high school English educator, department leader, mentor, confidant, and friend. She served in numerous leadership roles, including English department head, district curriculum lead, MTSS, instructional coordinator, and other duties as assigned by the superintendent. See, that's not in the job description. At the bottom, as other duties. Her mission as an educator is to ensure that all students, regardless of their background, feel seen, affirmed, and empowered to choose their own path after high school. She believes that literacy is freedom and works tirelessly to help students unlock their potential and walk confidently within their journeys. That's what fuels her. Again, against all odds, Desiree has earned multiple advanced degrees, including educational specialist in teacher leadership, 2 master's degrees, and a bachelor's family and community services. And I want to remind you that she was also a recipient of the Black Male Educators Alliance teacher, where we were all, some of you guys remember that, where we were all dressed up. Yeah. Teacher of the Year, and I'll say this. I'm big on coming to work, but I had to keep her home one time. because she was sick. She kept on, I said, you know what? Go home, stay home. Now, those of you that know me, know I would never do that. I would never tell anyone go home. What do I tell you guys? Little Dayquil, work right through it. Little Dayquil, little, you know, not NyQuil.
This gonna affect everybody. I get it.
But I had to keep her home. And even while she was at home, she was trying to navigate with her phone, telling people. I'm like, stop trying to police everybody. And so I'm so proud of her. She's part of your future. You will see it long after some of us are not here. You will see her fingerprint on the hearts and minds of her colleagues that are here celebrating with her, and some of you as board members who have seen firsthand what she's accomplished. So, I know I spoke a lot, but congratulations again.
How many years of school? How many years of school is that?
Huh?
How many years of school you got? You named like 12 degrees. How many years of school is that?
It was a lot.
All right.
Congratulations.
Oh, you almost got me.
Huh?
You almost got me.
Yes, sir.
You got more?
First day of school was today.
Yep.
Awesome. Some hiccups, but we still got a lot. Enrollment is more than we've anticipated, so we're just trying to push through it.
More than budgeted too?
Well, we didn't budget for an increase, so everything is more
Okay,
than budgeted, so.
Good.
But yeah, that completes my report, President.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. This takes us to item number 5, public participation. Public participation is one-way communication in which members of the public are asked to address the full board with the understanding that board members will not be able to respond. Trustee Perriman Tanks, you have the public comment guidelines. If not, okay, you got it, okay.
Public to comment. Because the Oak Park Board of Education values public meetings, not just meetings in public, we welcome public comments on school issues. Speakers are asked to express themselves in a civil manner with due process for the dignity and privacy of others who may be affected by public comments. The public comment portion of the meeting cannot be used to make personal attacks against a school board member or a school district employee. That disrupts the order of the meeting and are totally unrelated to the manner in which the member or employee performs his or her duties. Speakers should be aware that if statements violate the rights of others under the law of defamation or invasion of privacy, such comments may result in legal liability. Most comments can be concisely stated in 3 minutes, and the board respectfully asks that comments remain focused on the topic or issue and not be directed at a specific personnel or board members.
Okay, are there any members of the public who wish
I
to address the
have
board?
one right here. Is it Ramel
Yes.
Okay.
Miles?
The floor is yours, ma'am.
Good afternoon to the school board, to the superintendent. My name is Ramel Miles. I live at 24550 Seneca Street in the beautiful Palmer Woods Manor in Oak Park, Michigan. When I called last week, because my grandson, who we live in a multi-generational house, my grandson goes to Key Elementary. I called to find out busing situation. His mom has to be to work at a certain time, I have to be to work at a certain time, and we need to possibly put him on the bus. So they said, no problem. They told me the bus, but I said, okay, so where's the pickup? And they told me at 10 Mile and Rensselaer. 10 Mile and Rensselaer sits roughly almost a quarter of a mile from my house. If you know how Palmer Woods is, it's a cul-de-sac. So you go in, you go out 2 minutes. It takes us roughly 10 minutes to walk him up to the bus stop and have someone to wait. He's 6. He can't wait by himself. But now with all the construction of 696, if I have to drive him to the bus stop, I have to go down past Rosewood and come back around to drop him off on the same side of the street on 10 Mile. Now my question of it is like, why is there no a school bus that goes through that subdivision? And she was like, well, there's never been a bus that went through that subdivision. And I said, ma'am, I disagree. Both of my daughters have graduated through Oak Park. One of them, prior to pandemic, she had been in an elementary school. So I understand with pandemic, yes, but bus services have been limited, but we're out of the pandemic. And my kid, I'm hoping that my grandchild is not the only person that has to go through that has to be picked up in that subdivision. And it's a huge inconvenience. My mother is almost 80. If she has to walk him, that's, in the code, it's a safety issue. So all I'm asking is that someone can please look into that to see if we can get a bus route back through Palmerwood subdivision for at least the elementary kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public who wish to address the board? Going once, going twice. Hearing none, we will go to item number 6, our action items, and we have a good number of those tonight. So we will go to item 6A, which is approval of recommended personnel actions. Paige, go ahead.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby approves the recommended personnel actions for contracts for independent and AOSPA administrator staff as itemized in the document submitted by the administration and incorporated by reference at this meeting.
Motion made by trustee Madison, seconded by trustee Clark. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Clark,
Yes.
Copeland,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Madison.
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
and Tyler.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to item 6B, approval of first student contract, district-wide transportation services. Trustee Scott, do you want to do it? It's okay if you.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Be it resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education accepts the recommendation of the administration and approves the contract amendment with First Student Inc., including a 3-year extension of transportation services from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2028. The option to extend the contract for up to 2 additional 1-year terms and the addition of 5 new buses to the transportation fleet.
Thank you, trustee Scott. Motion made by trustee Scott. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Tyler. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Tyler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Copeland,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
and Madison.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. We'll go to item 6C, approval of athletic training center weight room equipment. Trustee Clark, please.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby approves the attached invoices and authorizes the purchase of essential weight equipment for the newly renovated athletic training center at Oak Park High School. Be it further resolved that the equipment shall be purchased from Design to Wellness, P.O. Box 398, Lewis Center, Ohio, 43035, in an amount not to exceed $101,996.33. The purpose of this purchase is to equip the facility with modern, safe, and performance-enhancing tools that meet the needs of our student athletes and support the district's training programs.
Thank you. Motion made by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee Madison. Any questions on the motion? Trustee Corcoran.
This question is to Ms. Tiffany. The inventory that's been taken for the equipment, at any time, once this is up and going and there is something missing, how would they handle that part? You know, because you can't have one 10-pound, you know, without the other one, so just.
So we will have cameras set up in the area as well, so we'll be able to monitor the use of the equipment.
Thank you.
Was your question answered? Okay. Any other questions on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Elvin,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
and Corcoran.
Yes.
Okay, approval, we're going to item 6D now, approval of athletic training center furniture. You want to do it?
I'll do it.
Oh, okay, let's go. Trustee Perrin.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby accepts the administration's recommendation to purchase office furniture for the Oak Park High School Athletic Training Center from HPS located at 3275 North M37 Highway, Middleville, Michigan, 49333. For the acquisition of essential furniture for the newly renovated athletic training center at Oak Park High School. And be it further resolved that this purchase shall not exceed the amount of $36,053.40.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Perrin, seconded by trustee Clark. Any question on that motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Corcoran,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. We go to item 6E, approval of AV equipment and installation for the Oak Park High School Athletic Training Center. Trustee Clark.
Okay. Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education approves the administration's recommendation for the acquisition and installation of modern audiovisual AV equipment to enhance interactive learning, performance analysis, and team collaboration at the Oak Park High School Athletic Training Center. This project will be awarded to the following vendors. Scope of work vendor amount, AV systems and equipment sound planning, $83,740.08. Low voltage cabling division, 27, $13,846.87. Network equipment Delta Network Services, $11,783.20. Wireless access points Intercom TSG, $13,550. Surveillance cameras, professional cabling solutions, $17,333.62. Monitors Intercom TSG, $27,271. PA clock systems Rodland? Okay. Soundcom, $49,485. Project contingency, managed by district, not available, $7,500. Total project cost, $224,509.69. Be it further resolved that this purchase will be made using cooperative pricing and bond funds, and that the total expenditure shall not exceed $224,509.69.
Okay. That was a rather long motion read by trustee Clark. Is there seconded by trustee Perrin? Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Scott,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Corcoran,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
and Madison.
Yes.
Okay, we are now at item 6F, benchmark assessments, I-rating and NWEA map. Trustee Madison.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby accepts the administration's recommendation and approves the renewal of the benchmark assessments, I-rating and NWEA map for use in all schools for the 2025, 2026, and 2026-2027 school years.
Okay, motion made by trustee Madison. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
No, Tyler.
Seconded by trustee Tyler. Thank you. Any question on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Tyler,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Corcoran,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to item 6G, Capturing Kids' Hearts Program. Trustee Perriman Tanks. You got a nice, easier one this time.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby approves the renewal of the Capturing Kids Heart program, including professional development and licensing for all schools for the 2025 through 2026 and through 2026 through 2027 school years.
Okay, motion made by trustee Perriman Tanks. Is there a second?
Second.
Second,
Scott.
it was coming. Seconded by trustee Scott. I talk so fast sometimes I gotta let my brain catch up. Seconded by trustee Scott. Thank you, trustee Scott. Any question on the motion?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Abdul,
Mhm.
this is still going to be through the teaching and learning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Cochran,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Scott, and Clark.
Yes.
Yes.
That was good.
I didn't get it out fast enough, and you did it too fast. Okay, here we go. We'll get to item 6H, textbooks, consumables, digital licenses, and instructional materials. Trustee Clark.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby accepts the recommendation of the administration and approves the renewal and purchase of textbooks, consumables, digital licenses, and related instructional material for all schools for the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 school years.
Okay. Motion was made by Trustee Clark, seconded by Trustee Madison. Any questions on the motion? Trustee Tyler.
We purchased some textbooks and not gonna be stored up nowhere, are they? I guess,
That's a fair question.
for years. I worked in this district for 10 years and I can go in a lot of spaces with textbooks were just sitting in, and we purchased them over and over again. You know, they're not just gonna be sitting up. I think that's the assistant superintendent there.
Yes, Trustee Tyler, that is not our heart's desire to leave any of the textbooks sitting in any of the storehouses, but to be made use of by our students and teachers.
Because I know we're in the technology world, so I see you got digital over here, so.
That's a fair question. Any other questions?
I just have one more. Is that digital going to be used at the home as well?
Yes, it's accessible at school and at home through Google Classroom and Clever.
Any additional questions? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Cochran,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
and Madison.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to item 6I, digital licenses and online learning resources.
Yeah, and
I
you
was
got-
off too long. We're off too long.
We missed you guys.
Trustee. That's what happens when you go a month and a half without a meeting. Trustee Scott.
Resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby accepts the recommendation of the administration and approves the renewal of digital license subscriptions and online learning resources, including IXL, for all schools for the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 school years.
Motion made by Trustee Scott. Is there a second? Seconded by Trustee Madison. Any questions on the motion?
I just had one question. Is this the one that, that they have the computers at home, or are they just, we don't provide them, right?
No, we just provide access. Now, some of our students that were in the district when we had the pandemic and we gave every child a device, many of them still have them and they bring them in to get them support. But this is accessible. Most things are accessible on phones, tablets. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I just wanted to just make sure that, you know, I didn't know if it was, you know, if they were still utilizing the computers that they had, or.
Yeah, most of our, especially our high school students, access on their phone, especially IXL. They're a lot compatible with the technology that the students are using. in
Because I know
2025.
sometimes, you know, with the cell phones, you can't do what you can do on the computer, so. Thank you.
Anything else? Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Madison,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Cochran,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
and Tyler.
Yes.
All right, that motion passed. We'll go to item 6J. Authorization for board members' attendance at the 2025 NSBAQ Annual Conference, September 11th through 14th, 2025 in Los Angeles, California. Trustee Scott.
Okay.
You get comfortable over there, so I figured I'd keep it going.
Whereas the 2025 NSBA Council of Urban Boards of Education Annual Conference will be held from September 11th through the 13th, 2025 in Los Angeles, California. And now therefore be it resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education hereby authorizes the attendance of the following individuals at the 2025 NSBAQ Annual Conference: Board Member Madison, Board Member Tyler, and Superintendent Abdulahed. Be it further resolved that all related expenses, including registration, travel, lodging, and meals, shall be paid in accordance with the district policies and procedures govern conference attendance and shall be supported by appropriate recipients and documentation.
Thank you for that rather long motion, Trustee Scott. Trustee Scott has made the motion. Is there a second? Second by Trustee Clark. Is there any question on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Owen,
Yes.
Tanks,
Oh, yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Copeland,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
and Clark.
Yes.
Okay, item 6K, acceptance of Square One Strategy Group proposal and contract for board workshop. Trustee Clark.
Be it resolved that the Oak Park Board of Education approves the proposal from Square One Strategy Group to provide a full workshop series for board development at the cost of $15,000. The series includes 4 tailored sessions. Summer, Understanding Roles and Responsibilities, $3,750. Fall, Financial Oversight, $3,750. Winter, Effective Communication, $3,750. Spring, Strategic Planning, $3,750. The total cost includes all workshop materials, facilitator travel and lodging, and a customized board manual for each member.
Okay, motion made by Trustee Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Madison. Any question on the motion?
I have a question.
Go ahead. I saw one here and I saw one here, so go ahead.
So this is what like MASB does, right? Or
It's funny that you're asking me, but
or anybody?
I guess I can answer. It's not the exact same thing that MASB does. No, it's a tailored approach. They have more focused sessions on that. This is coming from his presentation. This is not from anything I know to be true other than his presentation. More of a tailored approach to the board itself, and so one way or the other, this board as a whole, in my opinion, should have some development. So, but that's what he stated when he was here. So it's not the exact same as MASB, no. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Trustee Corcoran.
Okay, I had a concern with the item being placed on the agenda 1. First, the pricing is astronomical. I did my research in comparison to the rates similar to board workshops offered by other organizations. MASB charges $825 for a 3-hour workshop. I'm not sure how many hours it's not. Is that workshop?
I don't know.
Well, not knowing how many hours that workshop is, the other organization is the Metro Bureau, charges $900 for a 3-hour session. In contrast, Square One Strategic Group is proposing a fee of $3,750. Also to add, MASB do issue reimbursements in some cases. To better understand the cost difference, I contacted Mr. Smith from Square One Strategic Group. However, the significant group and pricing still doesn't make sense. We don't need to continue to just spend so much money, and the difference here is that from what I spoken and then being a master level 4 using MASB in regards to the program that he's offering is actually there's no certifications. From the difference from what I've experienced is, or being with MASB, is the amount, and also there's no certificates, there is no longevity with that. And also, as a board member, we are responsible for being good stewards of this district's funding, and also, and this proposal raises serious concerns about the fiscal responsibilities.
Thank you, Trustee Corcoran. Trustee Tyler.
Okay, just have a couple of concerns for me with this. I sat through the presentation, it was a good presentation, but I think that with this rollout of here, what he has, I think we've been doing well lately. I know in the beginning of anything of people coming on new and the old, I think, just trying to navigate I think we've been doing much better in the months that we have been lately going out and things of that nature, communicating. And so I believe this was brought at a time where I feel as though it was probably needed, but I think in the direction that we're going, I think we've been headed in the right direction with a couple of outings and things that we have been doing as a board coming together as a family. And so we may not always agree, but we can agree to disagree. And so, but I'm thinking this here of 15,000 and 3,000 in some East Session. I think we've been doing well. I don't know, I'm just speaking for myself. Lately, it's been a turn up of a great building. And so I would say to this 15,000 is, and we already getting stuff. And have we even reached out to MSAB to come in and see what we need to strategize? I heard you say that, you know, to tailor-made for us, but have they came in to see what we may need to tailor-made because we're already paying into something? I'm just thinking that this is a little excessive. And I didn't remember him saying 15,000 in the presentation. Maybe
He may not have, I don't.
Okay, he may, okay, so,
Yeah.
okay, so then I totally missed it. So, but I think we've been, you know, doing a better turn of going uphill with our, you know, gatherings together. And so I think this is a little excessive
Okay,
for each session.
thank you,
So
Trustee
we're going to
Tyler.
sit there 30 minutes.
Thank you, Trustee Tyler. My response to that in general is that, one, we do have the money for it. I've already checked into that. If you feel it's exorbitant, that's your prerogative, whoever feels that way. I would note, though, that you're not getting an approach specifically tailored for this board when you go with some of the other organizations that were noted earlier. And in turn, some of those same organizations, we've all received training from them. And I know you're saying we're doing better, but you know, that's relative, and that's also a subjective term, better. And so I think we have 4 new board members, and those are board members, all board members, even some of us who've been here longer, need to continue to be trained and to continue to figure out a way to work together with some level of camaraderie and collegiality on this board. So I'll be voting yes. I understand that there are concerns from other board members. Okay? Yes, did you have something?
Yeah, I just feel, I like what Tyler said, but I also feel like maybe we should try on our own first. We haven't really sat down and tried on our own.
Try it on our own,
Yeah.
Trustee.
Like she said, we've been going out to dinner and stuff. Maybe we could.
15,000 is just excessive. I just think this 15,000 is an excessive amount of money. Maybe he can come back to us and do something with this price, because we are, you know, we paying X amount of dollars somewhere else. I'm just saying, you know, maybe we can do something with this price. That's all I'm saying. I believe what you're saying is right, that, you know, we can be developed and whatnot, you know, because we are new and old. I'm gonna let you. And so, but I'm just thinking this price is just so excessive.
Quite all right.
It's crazy.
Quite all right. Okay. Trustee Madison, she's spoken once, so I can come back to her. Trustee Madison, go ahead.
My view on it is, regardless of the price, we approve a lot of things that are a lot of money. I feel like investing in us, being the head of the school district, would be awesome, because we do need it. Going to dinner 3 times and all the board members not even there, that's doing nothing, in my opinion. So I think that it would be a great investment.
Thank you, Trustee Madison. Trustee Corcoran.
Okay, going back to Trustee Tyler, she stated that Square Strategic Group did not impose a pricing. No, they did not. But looking back at the video, Trustee Clark did ask him how much it would be, and he stated it's a high price, but he did not ever answer her.
That's what I thought.
However, to your point that there is, President Alvin, to your point, there is a lot of work to be done with 4 new, well, actually 3 new board members, because it was 4, but
I know, I
With
can't
three-
count sometimes like you.
With 3 new board members, I mean, we are making adjustments. Vice President stated that all the board members are not there. Well, that is because all the board members are not available for the timing that was brought forth. And also, MASB is the state board association, Michigan State Board Association. So they put a lot of time. Just this past weekend, myself and trustee Perriman Tanks were at a conference. It was the summer conference. And sitting in those rooms of our classes that we were taking, there were so many different cities from all over Michigan in the little rural areas that I had never even known exist. Knowing that they can all get together and talk about, you know, the issues bringing forth and taking like ethics class or different CBA classes, they tell you and they teach you, and they also have new board member classes that are way, I'm sure they're speaking of the same thing that strategic planning group is speaking on. And they have virtual classes, they have in-person classes, and I know that we still do not have a state budget at this time. And I do know that in reality, we are not really sure on how much finances or budgeting that we are going to receive. And $15,000 to instruct this board on something that we're already paying a membership into MASB is absolutely ridiculous.
Thank you, trustee.
$15,000.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
No, it wasn't. $15,000, but I just wanted to end by just saying that we have textbooks that we need to purchase, we have other things that we need to get done, but MASB offered these classes, and once again, there is reimbursements to that amount. So if you go out and you buy a car, if you have the money in your budget, which you did state, we have the money, but we have the money right now. But we're not sure what we're gonna have later. So if we have this amount now, we don't know if we're gonna get that amount back. And I just still stick to my guns that this here is definitely a little bit over the top for us to actually relearn what MASB offers us.
Thank you, trustee Corcoran. Any other questions or comments? Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Tyler,
No.
Madison,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
No.
Scott,
No.
Elvin,
Yes.
Copeland,
No.
Clark,
Yes.
Okay, motion fails. We'll go to item number 6L, restructuring of board officers. And so at this time, I will note that at the conclusion of this meeting, I will no longer be serving as board president. And so it is our duty to elect a new board president that will serve at the conclusion of this meeting. And so with that, I'll open nominations for board president.
I have a nomination.
Trustee Clark?
I would like to nominate Paige Madison to be the board president.
Okay, so there's a nomination for trustee Madison to serve as board president. And I would, just for the record, I'll go ahead and second that. And so a motion, to put it in a motion, then trustee Clark, are you able to do that on the fly?
Resolve that the Oak Park Board of Education approve Paige Madison to assume the role of board president
I'll put a time element.
for the duration of the year, for the duration of the 2025 year, until the organization meeting in January.
Okay. So that was your motion, I'll second that motion. Any questions, comments on the motion? Hearing none.
Can I nominate someone?
we gotta finish this motion and then you can do that. If it fails, then you can go ahead and do that. Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Clark,
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Copeland,
No.
Elvin,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Scott,
No.
Perriman Tanks,
Yeah.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Tyler.
No.
Okay, the motion passes. Because trustee Madison is sitting as the current vice president, we will need to elect a new vice president as well. Is there, trustee Madison?
Zandra Clark.
Trustee Madison has put Zandra Clark up as a vice president. Is there, I would say put that in a motion. Ms. Greer, can you help out with that? You put the
I
same.
didn't hear you. Who you
Be resolved
elected?
that Zandra Clark resumes the title for vice president of the Oak Park School Board,
Assumes, I think.
assumes
Put a time element on it,
for the duration of the 2025 year
and I would say through the organizational meeting.
through the organizational meeting. in
2022.
January
Okay, thank you.
2026.
All right, I'll second that motion. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, would you please call the roll?
Clark,
Yes.
Copeland,
No.
Elvin,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
No.
Scott, excuse me,
No.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
and Tyler.
No.
Okay, that motion passes. We will now need a new treasurer because trustee Clark is stepping up to be the vice president. Is there a name for treasurer? I'll throw one out there if y'all did. Okay, go ahead.
I would like to recommend trustee Scott to be treasurer.
Trustee Scott, is that something you're interested in?
Treasurer.
So trustee Scott's name has been put forward.
Secretary.
Did you like to put that in?
Resolved that that Tiffany Scott assumed the role of treasurer for the Oak Park School Board during the duration of 2025 until the organization meeting in January.
You don't want it?
You could say no.
I can learn it.
Okay.
Continue, I'm sorry.
Until the organization meeting in January.
Thank you. The motion's on the floor. I'm going to second that motion. Any questions on the motion? Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Clark,
Yes.
Copeland,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Scott, Perriman Tanks,
Yeah.
and Tyler.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I would like to congratulate all our officers who will take effect as soon as this meeting is over, so congratulations to them. All right, we are at item 7, call for closed session per section 8C of the Open Meetings Act for the purpose of strategy negotiation connected with the collective bargaining agreement. I move that we go into closed session. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made by myself, seconded by trustee Clark. Any questions on that motion? Okay, we can do that by unanimous. If there's no questions on that, we can do that on unanimously. Any opposition to that? Hearing none, we are hereby going into closed session. Thank you.
Not
Sorry,
yet.
sorry.
Not yet.
I'm just gonna go.
I was just saying, because I just seen him walking.
I say something, but she was reading.
I just,
I was gonna say something, but she was reading.
Have you seen Love Jones where he says you wrecking my flow?
I just seen him walking, and so I'm
Say
like,
something.
sorry.
Okay,
It's-
you need
I
to,
can
move-
read it
you need
again.
to move to amend the agenda to add this
Let me
item.
just eat my chips.
I move to amend the agenda to insert what is recommended in the resolution for between the agreement between the Oak Park Board of Education and OPEA.
Okay, motion made by trustee Clark, is there a second? Seconded by, what was that on the left side?
Tyler.
Trustee Tyler. Any question on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Clark,
Yes.
Corcoran,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
and Tyler.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Trustee Clark.
Sorry. Recommendation. It is recommended that the Board of Education formally approves the letter of agreement related to hiring third-party school psychologists and speech and hearing therapists as presented. Be it resolved, the Oak Park Board of Education has thoroughly reviewed the letter of agreement between the Board of Education and the Oak Park Education Association, OPEA, with regard to hiring third-party school psychologists and speech and hearing therapists. The Oak Park Board of Education formally accepts and approves the letter of agreement as presented.
Motion made by trustee Clark, is there a second?
Second.
Trustee Tyler had that second, so motion is seconded by trustee Tyler. Any question on the motion? Hearing none, Ms. Greer, please call the roll.
Tyler,
Yes.
Perriman Tanks,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Madison,
Yes.
Elvin,
Yes.
Corcoran,
Yes.
and Clark.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes. We'll go to item number 9, information items. Are there any information items? I don't see any on the agenda. Hearing none, we'll go to item number 10, communications. Any communications from members of the administration? From members of the board? Trustee
I would
Clark?
like to welcome everyone back to this new semester. It's going to be a great semester. It's going to be a blessed semester. I want to give all the thanks to the band instructor, Mr. Akis. Mr. Akis and his team of band members have been diligently on 9 Mile and Coolidge, and they have been putting in the work in that hot sun. I did see the water because I was going to bring that. And I want to say that I am very, very proud of their progression. Yes, their progression, and I actually watched them walk from the high school all the way down to there. They don't get a bus or nothing. They walk in but I wanted to definitely give them a shout out. They worked hard this summer on whatever that they're trying to do for this semester. And just welcome back, the parents and, just saying, that we're gonna just have a great semester. That's it.
Thank you, trustee Corcoran. Trustee Clark.
I got to drop my son off this morning at Pepper. I do sincerely apologize that I was not able to get as many pictures as requested, but it was really nice to see. I saw Mr. Haley. I got to meet the assistant principal. One of the sororities was out shaking tassels. I will not name what the sorority is because I don't know all of the names and I don't want to get
What color
out.
were they wearing?
Blue.
Is a.
That's what I thought. So that was
And
really.
they have an Oak Park chapter.
Yes, so it was very nice to see them, I got to say hi to them. So it's very exciting to see all of the smiling faces. I saw a couple tears, mostly from the children and a few of the parents. So I do wish success for everyone. I hope that everyone is safe and productive, that the school year goes off without a hitch, and that everyone gets to learn something.
Thank you. Well said. Trustee Madison.
I just wanted to say that I had the pleasure of going to Key, Opa, Lessinger, and the high school. It was great. Everything was great. What stood out to me today was the welcoming of the 6th graders at the middle school. That was just so sweet, so nice, because they were super nervous. Like going into a new school is, overwhelming probably. I don't know. I know my son has been nervous for like 3 weeks. For real, like every time somebody say something about it, he stopped talking, he like, hi. I'm like, what's wrong with you? So that was really fun. They had the music playing and the pom-pom shaking. It was nice. I had to call Angel about that. That's it. And then congratulations to anybody that got appointed in the position today. And that's it.
Thank you, President-elect, appreciate it. Trustee Tyler.
I had an opportunity to go to several schools as well today.
You gonna name them?
I won't name them. The new president-elect named them several, so we're good. But it was just a great joy to be able to see the kids back in school, getting ready for a new year. And as I stopped over at Einstein, had an opportunity to talk to the principal there, and it was a great first start. And I believe the way you start a thing, that's the way you end a thing. And so I believe that it's going to be a great year because even though you had some hiccups of scheduling, still at that high school, it's just not together yet, but we're gonna work through it. And so, but it was a great day to see just people, parents, organizations, board members, superintendent, assistant superintendent. I mean, it was just great and phenomenal to see everyone out. And so I'm excited in the direction that we are going. I know that we have vision, so when you have vision, that when you cast vision so that people can carry it. Now, I sound like I'm going into a preacher. And so I'm excited.
District
So I'm excited for this particular year. And I thank everyone who's been elected, and I just believe that we're going from, as they would say in church, from glory to glory. Now we're going from higher to higher. And so I appreciate the things that is to come in Oak Park. And it's great things that are is to come. And guess what? Friday, y'all, it's football time. It is football time, and I'm excited for football. And so I believe that Coach Carter is going to do great this year. And I'm excited for what is to come. Thank you so much.
Very good. Anything from any other board members?
Yeah.
No.
I went to Einstein, where they shine.
Okay.
I'm learning it. It's like, no. But it was really great. It was great to see the assistant principal out there. He seems like really cool. It's great for the little boys to see a male figure in that role, so I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for this year. My kids was excited. And I'm excited to see where this board is going to go with the new people in office. So
Good
can't
stuff.
wait.
Good stuff. Trustee
Yeah, I
Covington.
just piggyback with both of them, because I was at schools with Paige, but the nostalgia of walking through the schools that I went to was everything. I was like, oh my God, I literally teared up at Roosevelt, because it's the same Roosevelt, well, it's Oprah. It was Roosevelt, and I was like, oh my God, and to see the kids were lost, and they were asking me, where's my classroom? And I was like, oh, let me find somebody. It was just so great to see how excited the kids were. And it reminded me of I know, and probably the rest, when we started on that first day. It was really good to see.
Good stuff.
It was good to see Angel walking through, and he was greeting all the kids, telling them to slow down running. He was getting on them, but he was doing it. They liked this, and then teachers appreciated it too. That's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Anything else from members of the board? I have one item, so bear with me. Dear Oak Park Schools, Board of Education members, administration, and to the Oak Park community. 4 years and 9 months ago, nearly 9 months ago, I took the oath of office to serve on this board. Serving on the Oak Park Schools Board of Education has truly been one of the greatest honors of my life. When I was elected, I promised to work tirelessly to strengthen our schools and to create opportunities for every student in our district to thrive. Looking back, I'm proud of what we have been able to accomplish together. For example, we hired a superintendent who has shown a deep commitment to moving our district forward, hiring and retaining top-tier talent, and promoting from within. We passed a much-needed school bond that will allow us to invest in safer buildings, stronger facilities, and better learning environments for our students. And you can look at the evidence of that at Oak Park High School. And we expanded our advanced placement offerings, opening the door for more of our students to challenge themselves and prepare for the future. These successes were not mine alone. They were only possible because of the commitment and hard work of our educators, our administrators, the families, the community members, who believe, as I do, that our children deserve the very best. At the same time, I cannot ignore the reality that has made my decision tonight necessary. Too often, our board has shifted its focus away from student achievement and toward divisiveness. I've seen members engage in gotcha games with staff and with one another, and this toxic environment has taken its toll. We have lost talented leaders, 2 chief financial officers, and even a superintendent, who in part resigned because of the treatment they experienced from certain members of this board. That reality has weighed heavily on me. We often say that we expect our children to be leaders, but we as purported community leaders rarely model the behavior that we want from them. We expect our teachers to care deeply about our students, but too often our actions show that we care more about sowing divisiveness than about truly supporting their work. And far too much of our time is spent acting as Monday morning quarterbacks, second-guessing seasoned professionals who went to college for 4, 8, and sometimes more years to earn the right to operate in this profession. If this experience has reminded me of anything, it is that time is something we can never get back. Every hour spent in conflict is an hour lost, an hour that could have been invested in lifting up our children. Because of this, tonight will be my last meeting as a board member. This was not an easy choice, but I believe it's the right one for me, my family, and for the district I care so deeply about. Before I close, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the people of Oak Park for electing me to this role and entrusting me with the responsibility of serving our schools. I also want to thank the friends, mentors, and supporters who encouraged me and helped me to get here. Your faith and support has meant the world to me. Although I am stepping down from this position, my commitment to Oak Park Schools does not end here. I will continue to be an advocate, a supporter, and a proud community member. And to our students, never forget that your future is worth fighting for. And you are the reason so many people give their time and energy to this district. Thank you for the opportunity to serve. It has been an honor I will never forget. We're going to item number 11, adjournment. Please, if you would, please.
The next meeting of the Board of Education will be held Monday, September 8th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the boardroom at the administration building.
Thank you.
All
The
right,
time
now.
is, the time is now 7:15, which is 14.
You wanna miss?
7:15, I will miss many of you as well.
But you just told me you were staying on the board.
I didn't say that.
I said, what you gonna do? You said,
I'm going to be a board member for as long as I'm still here, which is not to the next meeting. So time is 7:15, and without objection, we'll pass a motion to adjourn by unanimous consent. Is there an objection to doing so?
Yeah, you stay.
Hearing none, we're hereby adjourned. Now they